Hi traders, Chris from Elite Currency here with a video on the euro dollar and pound dollar analysis for the upcoming 2 trading days. Let's kick off with the euro dollar. The euro dollar broke this support trend line of the triangle to the downside, and we didn't take that trade really because of the fact that we were expecting price to bounce pretty soon, either at this support level or at these tops. If we use a fib, you also see that price is probably going to bounce off a shallow fib such as the 23.6 or the 38.2 fib. Why? Because in our view, this is probably a wave 4. What is a wave 4? It is typically a slow, corrective, lengthy price action that is choppy. It goes sideways and it respects shallow fibs. So from that point of view, trading it in the wave 4 is risky, because price does not have one directional movement like it did here to the upside. Clear bullish candles, correction, bullish candles. So in this regard, I'm still expecting price to follow through and make a bullish breakout, which would be part of a wave 5 and one more higher high. Now, what could be the target? The target could be, for instance, the minus 272 target of this fib at around 127. This bullish kind of version or expectation or analysis is invalidated if price were to break below the 50 fib specifically, or the 61.8. Well, I think the 50 fib more really. A break below that basically means that price has already broken through these purple lines, the 38, the long-term moving average, and the 50 fib. In that case, there's more downside probably to be expected. There could be a bear flag and a continuation pattern, for instance, like this, and price would then break to the downside. All right, so that could happen if price breaks through the 50 fib. For the moment, anything above the 50 fib, I think, is more likely a bullish kind of correction. We already see here potential A, this could be a B, and down it goes for a C. All right, now let's take a look at lower time frames. Hourly chart is already bouncing to the upside, but I do think that I would like to see how price responds basically as it approaches this resistance zone around 124.20. If I see price hitting it, making some kind of correction, but failing to break this bottom, that could be a bouncing spot for more upside easily, right? Now, if price, however, moves up, but then moves down quickly like this, then this was probably a hook back. So I still want to have more info, get a little bit more candles here to see whether this is a bullish bounce for a big rally, perhaps, right, to retest the resistance and 125, or is this a pullback for more downside to challenge a deeper fib? That depends, as I said, on how price responds as it tests these bottoms again. Now, it might just keep moving up like this without any hook back, but that is sometimes a bit difficult to kind of forecast or analyze. One could say, okay, this is a doji right at support. That could be an interesting trade. Maybe, but it's difficult to know how far this retracement might last. It is possible, a bit risky. In that case, a stop loss below the 50 fib would probably be better, just to avoid putting the stop loss too tight and seeing price then turn and hitting the stop loss. Also, we got to keep in mind that yesterday's candle, daily candle, was bearish as well, by the way. So from this point of view, also if you look at the ECS MACD, we see some bearish momentum at this point. We see 2, 4, 6, 7 candles not breaking the previous high. So from this point of view, got to be careful with anticipating maybe the upside too soon here too. Yes, we are at strong support. Price did dip pretty close to these support levels we already mentioned, but it could still retest a little bit deeper to the 38 or 50 fib before making a bigger bounce. So that's something that I'm a little bit concerned about this potential basically pullback, or is it upside continuation? So if it's pullback, we'll see probably a rejection around 124.25 plus minus for that move down to the 38, maybe 50 fib. If it's a bounce, I would like to see price hit, fail to continue lower, and then we should see a rally to retest this 125 level, maybe bull flag, and then if we get a break of that flag, we should see a continuation up to the 127 target I just mentioned. All right, pound dollar is probably making a similar kind of three-wave correction like this, indicated by the blue lines. For the moment, that seems the most likely. Price has hit the long-term moving average, which is a key zone in our analysis, in our SWOT analysis at least. And you can see that price bounced to 23, 38.2 fib, and now roughly at the 50 and long-term moving average. It might still dip a little bit lower, but it doesn't have to. It was pretty close already. So wait, I do have to correct the fib just a tad there. All right, so it could dip a little bit because it missed it by still a bit. 139 is the level to keep an eye on, which is the 50 fib, and that could be a bouncing spot. If it doesn't bounce here, then things are looking a little bit different, and there could be more bearishness in this chart than expected. For the moment, though, I think that this is looking like a zigzag probably, and as you can see, minus 270 target, very near 139 as well. So from this point of view, and if it were to break below that 139, then as you can see, there's that space down to the next target at 137.50, which is the minus 61.8 target there. All right, so that's that bearish zone that is possible for price to move into. For the moment, though, I think that this is higher highs, higher lows. Okay, we had one lower high here, maybe a lower low here. We also have pretty strong bearish candles, so we've got to be careful of that too. So it is at a key zone, right? Is price going to bounce at this short-term moving average on the daily chart, long-term moving average on the 4-hour chart, or are we going to see a continuation of that momentum? For the moment, I still think that this is an uptrend. I still think that this is probably a pullback, but it very much depends on how price responds here at 139. And if we do get a bounce, once again here too, it will probably find some local resistance around here, I would say, in this zone. So here too, if price manages to break above this kind of 140 level again, there could be maybe a breakout up to 141. But how will price respond here as it dips down? Will it fail to break this bottom? Then there could be a bigger move up again. That's how a bullish rebound and rally could look like. Up, down, up, for instance, without breaking the previous bottom. All right, so that's a very important pattern to keep an eye on, I think. And depending on how price action unfolds exactly, we will be making decisions based on that. I think it's a little bit early for any particular direction as yet. Yes, overall still bullish as long as price stays above 139, but still looking for, in my view, a little bit more confirmation before trading it. This is something that we analyze live with ECS Live. So if you're interested in that, you can always check out our website, elitecurrency.com, and click on the button ECS Live. And you will get more info about how Live could assist you with analysis. So check that out. Now, besides Live and our software SWOT and our trading system CAMACD from Nenet, you can also check out our ECS.start package on the homepage elitecurrency.com. You'll also find more free analysis as well, by the way, so please feel free to check it out and take a look at our website. Wish you all good trading and talk to you soon. Cheers.